Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for ScubaRadio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that ScubaRadio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for ScubaRadio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. But it's tomorrow. You're a little
Well, I'm not
early.
going to be here
You're
tomorrow.
premature.
So.
Oh, you're not going to be here tomorrow?
No,
Why?
because it's not
It's
the
a
day.
bit. It's kind of like a national holiday, but it's a Sunday, so I guess it doesn't matter.
What's happening? Is that an invite?
No.
What are we doing?
You're supposed to just
What are we doing?
Celebrate accordingly.
He's
Yeah.
taking the whole crew out to Big Drunk.
I'm
Free
taking
food
the.
at Greggy's house.
Did he say he's going to make the entire Scuba Radio crew big drunk?
I think so.
Okay.
That'd be great.
All right.
Yeah, in your honor.
In my honor, everybody's going to get a big drunk. Is that how you say it? Is he
It's
channeling
one way
like
of saying it.
Jerry the Diver guy or something? Is this like lingo that I am not familiar with?
CJ knows
Well,
what
here's
I'm
to
saying.
you, buddy. Happy birthday.
Look at
Jerry
it.
knows
See
what
on
I'm saying.
Facebook, yeah, Jerry the Diver guy. You can see him plain as day. YouTube,
As always.
right?
Walt knows
He's
what I'm
always-
saying.
Look, Walt,
drinking.
even everybody is celebrating Scuba Radio Happy Hour. So actually,
Happy birthday.
Damn,
Dudley.
God damn it.
whoa. Yeah, you got to stop that. That's
Hey,
inappropriate.
Greg, is there something happening in the studio we don't know about?
I don't know, but what I know,
Sadly,
CJ
no.
knows.
yeah, I know that was wrong though. Oh my
CJ
God!
might be rubbing his leg or something. I don't know.
Wrong. See, that's just not that's not right. You're not supposed to do that kind of stuff. That's inappropriate, even on my birthday. I mean, but feel free to drink the number of beers that
Heavily.
I will be of age.
Well, drink
tomorrow.
responsibly.
So
I'll
that'd
do
be
that next week, Greg.
58. You got 58 beers to get through this afternoon for Scuba Radio
no
Happy
problem
Hour.
next week.
Captain Walt Martini at the Gomez Hilton. They're celebrating accordingly, aren't they, Walt, or what?
We are celebrating accordingly, and if it's not right, it's
Wrong. There you go. See?
Walt, nice setup, buddy.
Yeah.
That was good. Hey,
Yeah.
Benny.
Vinny.
Yeah, what?
Did you take note of how he done that?
Oh, don't
Yeah,
you start with
How
it.
he done that?
He did that.
Harry
No,
done that.
we don't use that.
Anyway.
word in
Well,
the-
I don't know.
for
Well,
TV.
let's just test him. Vinny, what
He's
is
gonna
your
have to take.
what is your word of the day, Vinny? Just tell me.
Happy birthday.
Wrong. See, that was not correct.
That's two words.
Yeah, that was two
What was I
words.
supposed to say?
Wrong. You're supposed to
One
just say that
word.
was
One
wrong.
word.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Okay, sorry, got it wrong again.
That's all right. We're going to start the show any minute. So we'll
Better late than never.
by the time we start the show, we'll have this down to a fine oiled machine.
Oh,
Wrong.
I thought we were on the air already.
No,
Okay,
I don't
here's
know what
what I know.
No,
oil.
no. Yeah.
Pay no attention to the man in front of the curtain.
Yes. Well, there is
See,
that.
right now you can curse. The show isn't started yet.
No,
Quiet,
you cannot.
Barry. How dare you? Don't make me hit the dump
That was a
button.
joke, Barry.
Yeah, that was Barry is usually wrong. Yeah, so we're kind of.
You're gonna wear that out. You're gonna.
Oh, I wore it out last week.
A
You
new
weren't here.
motherboard or something.
Yeah.
As many times as you're gonna hit that one.
Yeah, that's
It got
what we do.
its use last week.
That's right. It was an original composition that I created because we've had more times than not that we've had to have something to illustrate what was pretty much obvious to most people listening.
Factual error.
But so I figured I'd write an original composition, produce, sing, play all the instruments. You know, it was kind of like a Prince type production that I put together just for this show.
Oh my
This is my
God.
gift to the world.
I hope you
6
used the
months.
ScubaRadio guitar.
Six
Of course
months
I
of
did.
work.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, it was a. I mean, it was a.
You were inspired.
I was. You know, this all the
Well,
comments that we've gotten wrong over the years. I figured, you know, it's about time we had a song about it, and it just ended up being very, very short song too. So it's the shortest song in the world, I believe.
Could
You
be.
can't say
be.
we,
Yeah.
Greg.
What did you inspired me? Yes, Jared.
I'm always,
yeah, everybody.
I'm always right.
Oh boy.
Hit the
That's-
button.
No, I'm not even going to waste my time. That wasn't worth it. But anyway, it is
Well, Greg,
a lot of
it's,
stuff.
it's your
going on.
birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, you're aging like a fine steak.
Like a fine steak.
Yeah, you know how they age those steaks.
Yeah. What do you?
Dry
And
age.
I did hear him talking to the missus earlier off the air about a dry rub. So I'm not sure what that's about.
Okay.
Thought he's kind of aging like somebody staying in a tanner bed.
Do you see more flies flying around him?
What is wrong with
They're
him?
just trying to make jokes.
Is that what those
You
are?
know what? They're trying. They're trying. You got to give them that.
is tomorrow Black Sabbath?
If it's not, you know, if it's not the funniest thing in the world, that's fine. You know,
Okay.
swing and
All
a
right.
miss.
Yeah, which is more often
Hang in there.
than not.
Get
All
your
right.
cuts.
But let's get back on track a little bit because CJ was not here last week. He was in Mexico. You know,
Get in
and
the water.
well, I don't know. Did you snorkel at least?
I did.
Or what?
I did.
Did you see a lot of fishes?
I
and
saw.
Stuff?
Yeah, Viz was a little. It was clear, but it was
Is milky?
little sandy.
What,
but
a
I
little
did
bit
see
of wind
I did
going
see a
on?
barracuda in about. No, just
Barracuda.
so close to the shore. I'm like,
Should I? No.
holy hell.
That was
Please,
really
doesn't look
okay.
like Ann Wilson.
Yeah.
Killer, fun snorkeling. You know,
Mm-hmm.
water temp was amazing. I don't know what it was, but it was very nice.
Yeah.
That
It felt
warm.
yeah. It felt good. It was refreshing,
It was-
is what you're
it
saying.
was real good.
It was really good. Yeah. But were you tempted to, you know, grab a tank and see if you could go do some diving?
No, because God knows who they would have paired me up with.
Well, that's true.
Some
Because
idiot.
you would have been a solo traveler, a dive traveler.
Yeah.
So they'd buddy up. With
I
some
could have
other
went over.
tourists.
You know, there was a little kiosk thing they had set up, and
Yeah. CJ was on a mission.
but you
not
know
to
what?
Dive.
I didn't even bring my cert card, so
They could have looked that
but
up
I don't know
online.
if they like.
Yeah.
I don't know if they care in
You had it on your
Mexico.
phone.
Yeah. Well, let's
If
see.
you had it on your phone, you
Captain
could
Walt
always have it.
DiMartini.
Can you
would say-
swim? See.
Walt.
Here's-
Yeah.
Can CJ give us like a little protocol on what happened with the COVID in and out of the U.S.? and
Yes,
in and
we
out
gotta
of
hear.
Mexico?
Sure. Well, I'm fully vaccinated, so I didn't really care.
So you just volunteered for a cavity
But
search?
just- what?
Well, no, I'm just saying. Wait,
Greg.
What'd they find?
if you know, we're writing a song about that.
You know, they say this happens to men your age in the twilight of their lives.
Wrong.
They lose testosterone
Right,
and they start
Right.
looking at men in a different way.
Yeah. What? Excuse me?
But
No, I don't know where you're going with this.
I don't
but
like you like that.
it's
Please.
It doesn't sound appropriate. But okay, so but did you have any issues getting in or out?
No, you just have
of
to
the
get
country?
a test 72 hours prior to going back through customs the other way.
They
Yeah.
tickle your brain.
She was pretty hardcore.
Yeah, she
And
just shoved that thing right up.
I was
your
told you
nostrils.
could handle anything for 2 seconds. I said, "Hey, a bullet less than 2 seconds. I don't want to handle that."
Wait, who said that?
Jana.
Oh,
She goes, "Oh, come on, you're such a baby. You can handle anything for 2 seconds."
aha.
I said, "Not a bullet."
Okay. All right.
So I'm just giving her one example where her
So the
theory is wrong.
the person from Mexico that was giving you the test decided to just shove it way up there.
way up there, and then go smack the end of it like it's an arrow.
Bing.
I was like,
Really?
ah.
Really? Was it just to amuse herself when she gave you the test?
Who
or-
knows? Who knows the psychological makeup of an individual like this?
Take this, gringo.
It's called violated.
Yeah, something like that. It didn't feel good.
Yeah.
I was
There-
happy when it was over.
Oh, so she did it?
What is he talking
I
about?
don't know.
I
Try
think
to
he's
catch
doing
up.
a separate
Is
show.
he on a
It felt
delay?
good,
He might
so
be.
I said,
He's on he's on nature's delay.
Yeah.
I believe.
It's behind.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. Vinny
I think
Two
we
Tanks
should
is
start
interested,
over.
I think. Vinny, did you have a comment about Mexico or what? No.
I did, but I don't remember.
He
now.
doesn't remember.
You know what? It happens.
That's what I have to
They
look.
say the mind is a terrible thing.
Vinny has a few
Those
years on
gummies
me,
are so good.
so that's what I have to look forward to is more
I'm going to be
forgetful moments.
69, and I'm going to be 69 in
Oh,
August.
I
so
bet you will.
He has less gray hair than you.
Oh, golly,
What's the
boy.
deal with that, Greg?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, if this is an indication of how the rest of the show's going,
Inappropriate.
wow, we're in big trouble because, it's nuts today. Yeah, it's birthday. What are you going to do? More coming up.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Need an escape from reality for a while? Your favorite scuba action star, Mike Scott, is back in an all-new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys: Reefs Under Pressure. From the brilliant mind of author Eric Douglas comes the thriller that started it all. Listen as Mike unravels the death of a girl, the protest of new development, and the systemic destruction of coral reefs, all against the stunning backdrop of Grand Cayman Island. This one's got it all: submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface. When he was ready and completely relaxed, he wrapped his arms through the straps of the seat cushion and gently slid into the water.
Dive back into adventure with Cayman Cowboys. Also available, Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish. Download all 5 audiobooks now at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, or audible.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of ScubaRadio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures ScubaRadio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Snorkel shot! Snorkel shot! Snorkel shot! Never spend the weekend in the deep end. The water's fine, y'all, so just come on in to the deep end.
Guys, I'm bringing the party to you.
Of a dive bar. Of this dive bar. Come on! Talking about a dive bar.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We started off pretty nutty. It's my birthday tomorrow, so kind of we're in celebratory mood. At least I am. And it could be that the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad has partaken in a few birthday concoctions to celebrate accordingly this afternoon. So it could be very colorful. I have an interesting little topic of discussion, though, or maybe more of a warning.
Finally.
For any divers listening to this show right now, including you and the squad, CJ, there's been reports, and this is actually filtered out to the mainstream media. I don't know if you saw this yesterday.
We didn't do it.
That there are UFOs being sighted and like showing up on the mainstream media on the news that are going through the world's oceans. Did you hear about this? I'm not joking.
No.
I am not joking.
I heard it. You're right.
He heard it.
Well, Greg,
He heard it.
You got to realize
what?
Everybody's seeing them in the sky, and they got to hide now.
Right.
So
well,
where else have they got to go.
There was news. There was a news report last night that showed UFOs off the coast of San Diego that actually were filmed by the U.S. Navy, and they filmed them, and they were moving around, and the UFO submerged into the ocean. And then they kind of stopped the story, but I read up on it, and evidently the sightings these are all military sightings that have been happening over the last few years. I think the video was from like 2019.
Are they allowing these news directors to take mushrooms now?
Yeah, I think so. It's a thing. And but regardless, they don't talk about once they submerged into the ocean. They say they disappear off the radar. But then if you look it up online, like Diver Sees UFO or something like that, the Navy has said that there have been submarine operators that have been registering or recording anomalies. Yeah,
anomalies.
That's what I said.
Anomaly.
Underwater, that these UFOs are going at like crazy, like 100 knots underwater. And like, so if you're diving and something, comes by you really fast, you may initially think it's a fish, but it might actually be an alien from another planet.
I think we need to hook this into a new liveaboard.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm working on that.
It's Aquaman.
A liveaboard? What? Go on a UFO sighting, underwater sighting on a liveaboard? What?
We meet up with the UFO. They take us down underwater. We stay there, just like the little underwater Jules Verne in the Keys. And then we can dive out of there, port of call.
All right,
Casey wants to be probed by the UFO.
Wow. Okay. Casey's obviously been drinking, but so has everyone else. So if anyone can decipher that code, I think it was an alien language.
Who believes the UFO crap?
Well, it's not crap. It's on video, CJ.
Do you believe it?
This is military.
We need someone that works in the government that can tell us.
Which would be who? Jerry the Diver guy?
Can't say.
These are not UFOs, Greg.
What do you mean they're not UFOs? That's what they said on the news.
Look, if Walt turns to the left a little bit, the dry martini is missing.
All right, I don't know what's.
So it's not the UFOs. It's a dry martini.
No, that is incorrect. Bubble Boy knows. He follows this conspiracy stuff pretty closely, actually.
Well, Greg, you and I have both been to this place where the UFOs are from, and CJ and Walt, we all dove there back in 2009.
What, Gulf Shores? Where? Where are you talking about?
The tongue of the ocean in
Andros.
Andros, right?
Altec. Yeah.
Oh, because that's in the Bermuda Triangle area. Is that right?
See, Greg, your memory's going already.
Yeah, I guess I
Happy
forgot. I
birthday.
blocked it out. No, it was, we were abducted the whole thing.
We did. I don't remember.
George Quincy Magoo, you've done it again.
Oh, just quiet. Captain Walt DiMartini, what?
Oh, Greg, that's the 51 or whatever the heck it is. Where
Area
we were
51.
Area.
Underwater.
Exactly. In the in-water area 51.
Okay. Well, is that part of the Bermuda Triangle, Walt, or no?
It is definitely part of the Bermuda Triangle.
All right.
That's known for all these weird happenings that have been going on.
Well, maybe. Now, hey, look, Commando Kyle is with us, and he would like to say something. Maybe he's seen a UFO himself. Kyle, have you?
I literally just saved a documentary that I'm going to watch on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And it's about underwater UFOs at our favorite dive location. Guess where that is?
Which is where?
Area 51?
Lake Titicaca.
Of course it is.
Not kidding. Just saved it.
Yeah. See? We were kind of ahead of the curve.
I think we might have to call Josh Gates.
Maybe.
They're running off the potatoes that were sunk in Lake Titicaca.
I don't know what that means either. But
Greg,
potatoes?
There is potatoes in Lake
If they had
Titicaca.
potatoes, they'd have vodka.
Well, they might make the best vodka ever.
Okay.
That's the reason we're seeing UFOs.
I guess. I don't know.
There you go.
This video is from San Diego, though, right off the coast of California there. And
They're not
so the
crazy
Navy,
at all.
Well, no, the Navy is the one. They're the ones documenting these sightings, and they've come out.
Why
and
would they
said-
release that?
They just did. There's a huge report coming out officially.
Right, but why would they do that?
What do you mean? Why would they release
Why would
the
they
info?
declassify that?
I don't know. They
Making
just
a new America?
they finally decided they were doing this. Has been in the works for a while, and they released this video clip, I guess, this week. Vinny Two Tanks is out there on the left coast. He's a little closer. Have you been probed by one of those aliens visiting your area, or what, Vinny?
No, but it could be. I have a theory. It could be just humans with better technology than ours.
Oh boy, we're in big trouble if that's the case.
So yeah, it could be us from the future.
That is the wacky weed.
They're saying that the technology is not available to, like China, Russia, or, that's why the military is a little worried about this, because they realize there is something going on. We have proof and video proof, and we've had a bunch of sightings and documentation to show.
Just other humans with better tech. That's all.
Well, if it is, it's tech that defies
scary.
Physics.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of anything being able to go 100 knots underwater that fast? No. And that's what they're saying. They've got
maybe a whale erection.
No, not they can't even do that fast. I don't believe. So I mean, I put it out there because I'm like, gosh, if you're diving, I haven't heard of divers, having any kind of UFO sightings. Have you?
They probably don't go that shallow.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
It's
what?
A punami.
It's James Bond.
Let's just mute them. It's like all at once, chaos all at once. But I have the power.
Does it break out the old material day?
Yeah, maybe. Might be about time. More coming up.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Conventional underwater scooters can be heavy, unwieldy, and underpowered. At just over 8 pounds and with speeds of up to 7 miles per hour, the Scuba Jet Pro dive scooter is a game changer and fits in your dive bag. The Scuba Jet Pro uses an eco-friendly jet engine with impeller technology. With adapters, it can even power paddleboards, canoes, kayaks, and all kinds of water sports equipment. It's the most versatile scooter you'll ever own. Learn more and get the Scuba Jet Pro at ScubaJet.com. That's ScubaJet.com.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving, flying, and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving, flying, and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why I wanted to tell you about Nanook Professional Protective Cases. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook cases generally cost less than similar products currently on the market. From an iPhone to a full set of dive gear, whatever you need to shield from the elements, Nanook Professional Protective Cases has the size, shape, and color for you. Go to Nanook.com. That's NANUK.com for Nanook Professional Protective Cases. The evolution of protection.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new ScubaRadio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 ScubaRadio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New ScubaRadio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Let me tell you about a friend I know. He's got the world's first scuba diving radio show. So now everywhere I am, and everywhere I go, the first thing that I tune to is Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Coming up, we're going to talk to Stephanie, hopefully, if we can make the connection, to Destin, Florida. She's at the Emerald Coast Open, the Lionfish Open we've been talking about the last few weeks. We're going to try to get a live report from her and find out how that event is going. Not far, by the way, from Gulf Shores, Alabama, Destin, Florida. Which was a UFO hotspot, and that's where the first underwater UFOs or these UFOs disappearing in the ocean. That's what I read, that some of this stuff popped up. And so I bring it up.
At a military base.
Well, the fact that the latest video from 2019 was off the coast of San Diego, just off the Navy installation. Yeah. I mean, so they're, the aliens or whatever those things are, they're looking at our, the military. And
well, you have the Air Force Base right off of Destin, Fort Walton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're right. So, they're interested.
Right.
But I bring it up only because we're divers, and I just wonder if it's something we got to be on the lookout for now when we're underwater.
By the time you saw something that fast, it's either going to hit you or it's not.
Well, you know what movie inspired me to become a diver? Do you remember this, CJ? You remember this from years ago.
The Abyss.
Thunderball.
That's right. See?
The Incredible Mr. Limpet.
Oh, boy. It was the Abyss. And what was the Abyss about? Finding this water creature, these aliens underwater.
The Muppet movie.
That movie inspired me to dive. Alien beings from another planet visited our ocean, and that inspired me to become a scuba diver. So it's coming full circle. It could be they're coming back to say, see, Greg, we told you. This is the track that we set you on
Mark
years
the tape.
ago.
So Greg is really
Greg's
looking to
lost
be
his
probed.
mind.
What do you mean I've lost my mind? No, I'm just,
Might be time to name a successor.
Okay.
Just think about it.
All right. Well,
while you can.
Maybe we'll just go ahead and talk about some lionfish stuff next with Stephanie from Stingmaster. That's coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Oh, hey, Dinesh.
Why are you here? Where's AJ?
Oh, AJ can't come. You wanted him to become certified scuba before the trip, right?
Yeah, so we could scuba, Gabe.
Well, he finished all his check dives last night, but you have to wait 24 hours before you fly, so we decided to trade places.
For the day?
No, for all of it.
Why?
Because it'd be easier?
No.
Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Let's dive into the deep blue sea. Look around, what do you see? I see a jellyfish swimming near me. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Let's dive into the deep blue sea. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Let's dive into the deep blue sea.
Everyone, this is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. No, I'm not losing. I have not lost my nut or anything.
I'm sorry. I wasn't
remotely
talking
close.
about that.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We got the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web, and we may actually have Stephanie from the Emerald Coast Lionfish Open. Let's find out. Stephanie, you there? Come in, Stephanie. Oh, there she is. I hear her.
Here, yeah.
Yes. So you're there on site in Destin, Florida. First off, I got to ask you, have you seen any UFOs or any aliens that seem out of place?
I haven't seen any aliens yet. I have to say it's really fun to be in Florida.
Yeah.
It's beautiful weather.
There you go. Well, welcome.
This event is awesome.
That's good to
So,
hear.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but just be on the lookout. It's been a story we've been covering. There's like UFOs being sighted underwater, and you're not far from an alien hotspot, just so you know.
Good to
there,
know.
Stephanie.
Keep an eye out tonight.
Yeah, who knows? The aliens might have some interactions with lionfish and need some Stingmaster to soothe the pain. But let's get back on track for what you're really doing up there, which is basically showing your wares of this new ointment that will protect the Emerald Coast Open participants from getting stung if they happen to have a bad connection or a bad interaction with a lionfish that they're trying to snag. Is that right?
Yes. So we've given samples out to basically every captain that's participating in the Emerald Coast Open. And we're giving out some units to the divers themselves and people that are hunting themselves. And we're also selling product today. So we're selling like hotcakes, I have to say. So
that's awesome.
Anyone wants to buy some, they got to come to the booth. And if they say Scuba Radio, we'll give them an extra unit for free.
Oh, well, there you go. All right. And you know, if you can't get to the Emerald Coast Open in Destin, Florida today, it's bystingmaster.com. You should have this in your Save a Dive kit. It's a great little ointment to have that'll smooth your, well, just take the pain away, which is, God knows you don't want that if you get have some bad interactions with a lionfish or jellyfish or even fire coral. So it's being received really, really well there at the event, though, this week, I guess, right?
Yeah, people are loving it. People are definitely picking it up, wanting to try it. We're hoping that, well, I'm not hoping really, but I'm sort of hoping that someone gets stung and tries it out on their dive boat today, this weekend, I guess.
Well, you know, if they don't, if they come back in and say, hey, everybody is fine, just grab a barb from the cleaning table and stab a few of them. Say, oh, don't worry about it. I'll rub this on there and just do a little.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old carpet cleaning salesman.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, it's the same kind of technique for sure. Well, how many divers do they got out there doing this thing? Was it a pretty good crowd, or what do you think, Stephanie?
I think they have a couple hundred, actually.
Wow.
So in the pre-tournament, they got, I think, almost definitely over 2,000 lionfish were collected.
Nice.
And they're really looking, I think they're thinking there's going to be like 10,000 lionfish collected over the weekend. So it's really amazing for the reefs.
So the weather, well, you came from Canada, so anything's an improvement, I guess. But is the wind kind of a factor, or the sea's pretty good up there in Destin this weekend, or what can you tell?
So the seas are apparently very good today. I heard that Sunday is going to be pretty choppy with some 6-foot waves.
Yeah.
But right now things are calm. People are out hunting. I think Friday and Saturday, so yesterday and today, are the main hunting days, and then tomorrow are the counting days, and the Sunday night are the awards, or Sunday afternoon are the awards down here. So,
Yeah. Do you even know what the categories are? Is it like most pounds of lionfish, or biggest lionfish, or ugliest lionfish, or prettiest lionfish, or what?
So there's definitely an award for like most lionfish caught. I think the cash prize for that is $10,000. Wow. There's also awards for largest lionfish, smallest lionfish, and they're all in the thousands of dollars. So huge prizes here for people to win.
You know, this is the biggest lionfish event every year. It has been for the last few years for sure. So it's encouraging, first of all, that they're doing it, because they're taking these invasive species out of the environment at a pretty major, clip there. But on top of that, it's like the first big, outdoor event for divers in some time. So have you seen a lot of divers going like, thank God you're here kind of deal, or what?
Oh, yeah. Like so many people have come up to me and said, this is my first trip since COVID. I'm always like, yeah, same. It's nice to get out. But people are really relieved to be getting back in the waters. And we're hoping that Stingmaster can sort of reduce that barrier to entry for people to start hunting lionfish and not be so nervous to hunt lionfish, since now you have Stingmaster in case you get stung. So
exactly.
No
right.
fear of getting stung.
But so far you haven't had an incident where someone came back and said, oh, thank God you gave me this because I just got whacked yesterday. That might happen on Sunday though, huh?
Yeah, it might happen on Sunday. We've had a couple people come up to us and tell us they love the product, that they used it on their boat, like from buying it in the past on our website. But so far, no one's been stung from what I've heard this weekend. Well, but maybe they just haven't communicated it to us yet on land.
Well, exactly. By with that many divers and that many lionfish, chances are there's going to be an incident at some point. Usually not necessarily like when they're down there hunting for them, but when the cleaning starts taking place and they bring them back to the dock, that's when a lot of people get stung in the hand and stuff. Would you agree?
Yeah, for sure. So we're pretty well positioned at the Emerald Coast Open. Our booth is actually the one right next to the fish drop station, and we're pretty sure that there are going to be a couple times the guys are going to run over to the booth and say, oh my God, I just got stung. Can I use a little bit of Stingmaster? Because it's definitely, given the nature of the event, I think they're going to get poked a lot.
And then you go to them and you look, yeah, sure, that will be $1 million. Right?
Exactly.
No, they'll cut them a deal.
To sell their soul before I help them.
Exactly. There you go. Very popular folks there this weekend in Destin. Well, Stephanie, I'll let you get back to mingling with all the divers. Enjoy yourself in Florida, and we appreciate the update, okay?
Great. Thanks so much, Greg. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, Stephanie from Stingmaster. Check them out, bystingmaster.com, and you can order it online if you don't happen to be at the Emerald Coast Open this weekend. But that is good to hear. I thought
what a perfect place for her to be.
Absolutely.
It's at the Emerald Coast.
Say it again, Casey.
Why aren't we at the Emerald Coast? We should start attending some lionfish events.
Well, I was flirting with it, but it's my birthday, so I had some other plans for tomorrow and this afternoon and that kind of thing.
He's got to fix
in the
that
future.
new
I think it'd be a good
Viagra.
idea.
Yeah.
We go flying fish hunting.
Speaking of that, Greg,
Yes, Casey.
you are owed your birthday cigars. Would you like mild or wild?
Mild or wild?
Well,
CJ knows.
Well, depending on his age, he can't take too wild.
That's true. I'll send mild.
Heart defects.
No, I think the wild he's referring to is more like the wild weed kind of filler type stuff.
Well, that's soothing, Greg.
I wouldn't
That's
know the
soothing.
drug lingo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway.
Herbal would be a better term.
Okay. Well, it could be that. I don't know. A little bit of all of that, I guess.
I will get your cigars onto you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Casey. What are you looking at? CJ's looking at me real evil like.
No,
Did I miss his birthday or something? He keeps getting upset about this.
I'm not upset. I'm just.
Do
I
I
don't
need
know.
to send a couple extra, CJ? Would that make you happy?
No, I think CJ might be hungover from his last lost weekend in Mexico last week. Is that?
Yeah. Well, that's the way it should be coming back from Mexico.
Because he was drinking, not diving.
Last weekend did not suck.
Well, exactly. And but I mean, maybe there's a little hangover going on.
No,
there.
that's a long time ago.
Okay, all right.
Casey, you should know that CJ's birthday is in July.
In July.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right,
July.
well-
I meant every July.
Yeah. Well, we are going to get it.
Every July would make sense. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are going to get an update on Bugfest, by the way, today too. On everybody got their hotel rooms set.
You just made Vinny perk up.
Well, because Vinny's he's already called the Plunge Beach Hotel. We're going to have the manager on today to give us the latest deals that they're
I don't
offering.
got my room yet, but she's got my number.
Okay, all right, and that she would be who?
Vinny needs the beach cabana.
Alexa.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, there's he's talking to his computer friend again.
Personal assistant.
Yeah, exactly. That would work, I guess. All right. Well, we got that. And also, remember Dr. Doug last week went diving off the coast of North Carolina for shark teeth. We're going to talk to the dive operation that actually took them. That's going to come up on the show today, too. And, oh, by the way, did I mention it was my birthday?
Couple hundred times.
Okay. Well, that's my birthday is tomorrow.
Greg Prevagen helps you with memory.
I really like the follow-up story.
Ginkgo biloba.
Okay. All right.
Viagra helps you.
All right,
in
just
other
a
parts.
bunch of gibberish.
Would you like to talk diving? Greg the Dive Master's all toweled down and ready to take your call now. Call Scuba Radio at 1-888-88-SCUBA.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
These people sound like they're yodeling underwater.
Diving, I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. The Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. Includes Barry the Boater, Jerry the Diver Guy, Bubble Boy, Vinny Two Tanks, Casey the Tobacco Nut, Commando Kyle, and even Camel DiMartini live from the Gomez Hilton in South Florida, which, by the way, is undertaking some renovations as we speak. If you can see Captain Walt on YouTube and Facebook Live today, you'll realize that he's out in the open, exposed on the veranda of the Gomez Hilton. And he's typically under the tiki bar, but the tiki bar is being expanded. Is that right, Walt? Well, there you go. He showed us right there on YouTube.
Correct.
Yeah. So making it bigger and better, right?
We're waiting for roofies for the tiki bar.
Yes.
A roof.
The roof is on fire.
He's waiting on me to show up Wednesday, Greg.
That's right. Jerry the Diver Guy's heading down there.
He's going to blow your house in.
He done told me to bring my hammer and saw.
Hammer and what?
Saw.
Okay.
I didn't say saw.
I think that's a pig, isn't it? Sow.
I think so.
man.
Yeah.
He's bringing a pig and a hammer.
They're going to sacrifice the pig to as a way to keep the demons away from the tiki bar at the Gomez Hilton.
I don't think that's accurate.
A pig sacrifices.
What kind of Polynesian hallucination is that?
It's a barbecue is what it is, I think. I don't know. But yeah, he's waiting for the leaves to be put on the tiki bar. So
yeah, that looks really cool. Walt, I didn't realize two questions for Walt.
Yeah, two questions for Cam Walt. Go.
If I may. Mm-hmm. Can he hear me?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Number one, I didn't know you were in the Beach Boys. And number two, is it true their father was very abusive to them in the studio?
I don't know.
Only on Thursdays.
Only on Thursdays, he says.
Okay.
Okay. That makes sense.
Thank you.
That does.
If I didn't ask it, someone else would have.
Well, probably.
I'm just saying.
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yes.
Okay.
Thursday.
All right. Well, as long as we got all that information out there that nobody needed, because that's just what we do.
Is Captain Walt going to be able to?
That's basically the whole show, isn't it?
Okay,
yeah,
thanks.
pretty much.
Yeah. Is Captain Walt Barry? Go ahead.
Is Captain Walt going to be able to lock up the new bar so that the drunk Santa doesn't come floating around?
No, he's going to be helping stock the bar, I believe.
That's right.
Really? Okay.
Of course. Remember that pig we mentioned that's going to be sacrificed? That could have been. It could be the drunken Santa. Might just be him.
Like a pig.
So anyway, improvements being done at the Gomez Hilton, bigger tiki bar, so it can handle more drunks or Scuba Radio Scuba Squad members that aren't diving at the time and hanging out at Gomez Hilton and drinking instead, I guess. So just the expansion continues.
Is it basically going to double in size? It looks pretty big.
I think so. Isn't that right, Walt? Yeah. What do you think, Walt?
You're muted.
Yeah.
No, he's not muted.
1.5 times larger, and we just did the pool deck.
Yeah.
Just got all redone. We're waiting for Jerry to come down and paint the pool deck now.
Okay.
That means vomit.
Wednesday, buddy.
He's going to paint it with vomit? Is that what you said?
I think that's a euphemism for upchucking, isn't it? Hey,
God.
paint the pool deck.
All right. Commando Kyle, what say you? What do you think, Kyle?
I was just saying I got to go, man. My battery's about to die on me.
Oh, okay.
All
right. You got it, buddy. You take care.
Take care, Kyle. See you later.
All right.
See you
Commando Kyle checking in.
Unlike you all, I go down to the Gomez Hilton and earn my keep.
By painting the tiki? Okay. All right.
Whatever.
You couldn't work hard enough. You couldn't work hard enough for all you drink.
What? Well, usually I stock his bar before I get there.
Okay. All right.
So whatever the proprietor wants, I usually take care of it.
Wrong. I don't know.
Right.
We'll have to wait and see if that ends up being the case. But time will tell. Time will tell.
We are going by the ABC store.
Yeah.
I think Tuesday. I'm
Okay.
going to pick up some rum.
He's learning some of his alphabets.
Mm-hmm. All right, boy. Just one right after the
Is there
other.
any scuba news out there?
Yeah, well, we're going
Nope,
to
not
talk
much.
about
Oh, yeah.
Bugfest and the UFOs. I mean, we got to be on the lookout for the UFOs underwater.
Greg's birthday.
Walt had a question, Greg.
Okay, Walt, go ahead. What is it? What is the question? Walt is.
We have a new rum.
We have a new rum.
Uh-oh.
The Kappa 23 Negro.
Oh.
It's extra charred in charred barrels, aged in charred barrels a lot longer.
Okay.
How long has this been out, Walt?
I just found it about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and it's really good.
It's a tasty
I will
rum.
look for it this week.
Okay.
All right. So
You drink that straight up, neat,
you could.
rocks.
Yeah.
You don't want to mix that. You don't want to bastardize that with Coke or something, right?
No.
Oh, heck no. Vinny, 2 tanks? Yeah.
Didn't you say we were going to hear from a dive operator for the teeth
Shark
diving?
teeth. Yeah. Yeah, the
That's
dive.
coming up, right?
Yeah, of course it is.
The next
yeah.
hour, Vinny, what have you bid?
Yeah,
The
Vinny's
first hour-
Vinny's
first
trying
hour
to
was-
keep us on track.
I love it.
Yeah.
First
You know,
hour
Thought
was
I'd help
only-
out.
yeah, I appreciate that, Vinny. I do. I mean, somebody has to keep us on track.
I can't tell what's going on from over here, so.
Yeah. I've handed the controls over to the Scuba
All
Radio
I'm
Scuba
waiting
Squad.
all I'm waiting on is a Pfizer commercial.
A Pfizer
Prevagen.
commercial.
Yeah.
I don't even see they're talking gibberish again. It just goes off the rails right like that. Right? It's nutty. But look, it's my birthday. Like I care.
Yeah, right.
So more coming up in hour 2. Stay close to the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
On the boat or down below, if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to Hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We have the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. That's made up of Barry the Bugger, Vinny Two Tanks, Casey the Tobacco Nut, Jerry the Diver Guy, Bubble Boy, and even Captain Walt DiMartini at the Gomez Hilton. We're going to get to them in just a bit. But first, we have a special guest, Tom from the Plunge Beach Hotel. He's like the big guy. He's the manager. He runs the show down there at Lauderdale by the Sea, and we got him on Scuba Radio right now. Tom, welcome. How are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing excellent. Thanks for having me on the show again.
Yeah, it's been a year, or actually more, because of this whole COVID craziness. You know, so it's been a long time coming, but as we mentioned last week on the show, Bugfest is a go for this year at the end of July. Florida Lobster mini season. It's a celebration. Bugfest by the Sea right there at Lauderdale by the Sea. Best shore diving in the entire state of Florida, if not the world. We could even go to the world for this, I think. It is so much fun. And, you know, the lobsters have had a bit of a reprieve because, you know, maybe a little bit less impact from the divers because of all this COVID stuff. But that will end once season opens up at the end of July and we launch into Bugfest. And the celebration is going to be in full effect. You know, they've, you know, the restrictions and all that stuff are finally being lifted. And by the end of July, it'll be wide open. And I'm sure you guys are down there in Lauderdale by the Sea are ready for this. Is that right, Tom, or what? What's the vibe?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've been ready for a while. It's almost business as usual this year because everyone wants a beachfront destination vacation. So
there you go.
We've been cranking all year long.
Right. And Plunge Beach Hotel is definitely a beautiful place to hang out on the beach. You know, business has been great for those guys because a lot of the people can't go, you know, a lot of the divers can't travel outside of the country. So they have been taking advantage of some of the Florida destinations like Lauderdale by the Sea. And if you have not been to Plunge Beach Hotel, you need to go there because they not only do they have just great accommodations for anyone, but they actually look out for the divers a little bit more too. And it's a really nice hotel, you know. And when I say that, you know, some people will think, oh, it's a diver hotel. No, it's not a diver hotel. They just like you accommodate divers, but the accommodations are actually very, very nice. It's not like like a dive bar or anything like that. So I don't want to give people the wrong idea. It's a really nice place. If you go there and you dive, you're going to love it. If you go in there with a non-diving spouse, they're going to love it just as much as you do. Are you with me on this, Tom, or what?
Oh, absolutely. There's something for everyone there.
There you go. Now, it has been really busy, but you guys have set up a special rate for Bugfest and Scuba Radio listeners for mini season to participate in Bugfest by the Sea. Is that right?
We do, yeah. I mean, some people want to make a week of it, not just a few days with Bugfest. So we have a week-long rate of $109.
Nice.
For one of our resort view rooms. But we have a plenty of selection, oceanfront, everything from 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom oceanfront suites, bungalows with kitchen, oceanfront rooms, resort view rooms. But we'd love to have you come down. We have a great rate for you guys.
There you go. And that actually is an amazing rate for a beachfront property in Florida. So look, if you want to come down for Bugfest, that's going to be that Wednesday and Thursday, last Wednesday and Thursday of July. And that is the Florida lobster mini season. But you could come down, like you said, for the whole week of it. And they got little restaurants and bars right there in the square within walking distance. And of course, the Plunge Beach Hotel, that is going to be the center of the universe for Bugfest. We got the Scuba Cowboy playing. We have our entire Scuba Radio Scuba Squad on site. But don't let that deter you. Just come anyway. And who knows, you might even snag a lobster or two if you decide to go diving right there off the beach and take advantage of some of that shore diving you guys have. Now, have you done any more things lately there to the property? I mean, it seems like you're, opening up new restaurants and bars and pool areas and things, or how have things been over the last year or so?
Yeah, everything's excellent. I guess it's been a couple of years since you went down, but since we opened, we've been open the whole time through COVID, but we've changed up our coffee shops now, Starbucks.
Okay.
We have seating out on the beach there, picnic tables that we have so you can sit right in the sand and enjoy a great meal from our oceanfront restaurant Backflip.
Sweet.
We're doing a partnership with local artists, so we're trying to bring art to Lauderdale by the Sea, and we've been and Art Hotel, Plunge into the Arts. We have a event that's coming up this week on Wednesday, which we have 16 local artists featured there in our lobby. So
cool.
There was a rotating art coming through the property, available for purchase, and so we really have a really one-of-a-kind destination here, and we're always trying to keep it fresh and bring new things.
Yeah, and like I said, location. They're right there at Lauderdale by the Sea. You can stay on the property and feel self-contained. Like I said, you got a Starbucks, you got restaurants right on the property, but you're literally just not even a half a block away from the main square there at Lauderdale by the Sea. And you got more restaurants, more bars, more socializing if you so choose, or you can just stay, put to yourself and enjoy some of the best beaches and shore diving in the entire state of Florida, if not the world. It's an awesome place. I can't rave about it enough. And I'll tell you what, Bug Fest will not come soon enough, Tom. So for people that want to participate, take advantage of that $109 hotel rate, what do they got to do? Just call up the office there at Plunge Beach Hotel, or is there a link, or you're working on that, or what?
Yeah, we'll send out the link for your listeners too, and or they can just call reservations and ask for the Bug Fest rate. That'll be ready on Monday for people to start making their reservations.
That's right. Okay, and once again, it's plungebeachhotel.com. That's where you can get all the information about the hotel and everything. And like I said, just call them up and say you want the Bugfest Scuba Radio rate. And if they say, well, what are you talking about? Just give them another day or so. They'll find out. They'll get it for you. They're still in the process of working all this stuff out, right? But it's awesome. Well, Tom, thanks. Look forward to seeing you again here at the end of July. And till then, stay safe. And, hopefully you'll give us a dive report next time. Okay?
Yeah,
so you'll be scoping out all the lobsters.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's going to be an exciting week. I'm looking forward to bringing everyone back here again.
Absolutely. Okay, Tom Mulroy, that is the guy there at the Plunge Beach Hotel. We thank him for that little update and a little spiff.
Beautiful, beautiful location, Greg.
It is an awesome place. I really do love the whole area. And,
Bubble Boy has it on his background right now.
He does. Oh, yes. Really? Oh, wow. Yeah. Kind of has he even has the logo on the side of the building now. Yeah, they kind of have like an Art Deco kind of vibe or an ocean vibe to the hotel. Did
he cut a side deal? Is he getting like a sponsorship?
Probably
on this
for
thing?
Product placement or something. Yeah. Well,
he's
Bubble
getting
Boy
sand in the cracks.
He getting paid.
Okay.
Greg,
yes.
to be on a beachside hotel during mini season for that price is amazing.
It is.
You can't find hotels that low in price right now.
That's right. And the only place you're going to hear about that is through Bugfest or Scuba Radio. So, look, it's a great opportunity. If you're a diver, you're a fool not to want to be at Bugfest. It is so much fun. We're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff.
Greg.
And like I said, the entire Scuba Radio Scuba Squad's going to be there, but don't let that deter you from attending. I have to kind of say that.
You make sure that's why you attend. Greg,
okay, if you say so.
We will be there.
Right. Okay.
With bells on.
Nobody cares.
It's more of a warning. I just, But the thing is, it brings everybody together, and it is a lot of fun. That whole area, we have a blast. It's one of my favorite events of the year, for sure. And it kind of sucked that we couldn't do it last year. So we
had the Gomez Hilton last year, Greg.
It was. We're gonna have double the pleasure this time.
Sorry?
Yeah, we're going to have that. We're going to have mermaids. We're going to have one of the top 25 mermaids in the entire USA on site.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Mermaid Kristen is going to attend. She was just designated one of the top 25 mermaids in the entire United States of America.
Pretty damn good.
Heck yeah. And who knows, by then she might be the number one. Yeah, when is that event, by the way? She's working today, so she's not on, but she was going to, she has some
got
pageant.
a photo shoot today, Greg.
Yeah.
What exactly do you do to rank as a mermaid?
You look pretty.
Yeah, you don't rank.
You're a mermaid.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's very many dog mermaids.
Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, that'll be a question for Kristen when we find out what the story is. But yeah, there's a pageant coming up, a national pageant of the top 25 mermaids. Who knows? By then, by Bugfest, she might be number one. We'll see. More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Be an explorer. in the other 2/3 of your world. Be the buddy who takes the kids in the aquarium instead of just to it. Be adventurous. Be amazed. Be a diver.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of ScubaRadio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures ScubaRadio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with ScubaRadio.
ScubaRadio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
ScubaRadio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Time now for ScubaRadio's Forgotten Acronyms in Diving History. FADH. Or as we like to call it around here, FAD.
Divers receiving underwater navigational knowledge of scuba. Drunks.
This has been Forgotten Acronyms in Diving History. FAD. On ScubaRadio.
Yeah, I think I forgot about that one. That's, we're here to remind people, to keep people informed. What?
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. So there you go. And it couldn't be more applicable than it is today, as we're kind of in pre-celebratory mood.
Well, we're not
for my birthday.
yet.
What do you mean?
You're not drinking.
Well, I can't. I got a show to do. This is my job. This is my work. I have to perform.
Right. But
up to a certain standard or lack thereof.
I might visit the bar in a minute.
What? What are the odds?
You're not already visiting, CJ? What's wrong with you?
Well, I got to pace myself. It's a long night.
True.
Going down in his old age.
It's a long night.
He's going down. He's a diver.
Age.
That's what happens.
No,
All right, look, the dive god
limits.
is on the line. Mr. Neil Watson, I believe we got him. Neil, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, pal. I understand there's a big day tomorrow. Is that true?
Yeah, that is the rumor. That, yes,
All right.
I am going to age another year tomorrow. So we've already started the celebration. Everybody's drinking to my demise. One year closer to someone else taking the reins and taking over, and in my retirement.
There you go. Well, I tell you, I am so excited that I'm going to go diving without a mask.
No, get out.
With my mask.
Exactly. Yeah, leave it to Mr. Watson to keep us all in line and bring us back to Earth. There you go. Exactly.
Everybody's mask off, even underwater. I'm done. I'm over it.
Thank God for Florida.
There you go. That's right. So true. Well, Mr. Watson, yes, you are always you got your hands on the pulse or fingers on the pulse of what the dive community is doing day in and day out, and know how to just sum it up properly. But I got to ask you, in all your years of diving, have you ever seen a UFO in your travels or underwater? Because that was a story we came across yesterday, that they're seeing underwater UFOs. Did you know this?
Underwater UFO.
Yeah, the Navy is seeing these. They're going like 100 knots underwater. And I was like, if anybody's ever seen, I've never met a diver who's seen a UFO underwater, at least or admitted it to me. But I figured maybe the dive god has had an encounter. He's done everything else. Yeah.
Weird stuff, but I don't think I've seen a UFO, man.
Okay.
Maybe they erase your mind.
I didn't see a UFO.
Yeah, what, say it again, Neil. What?
I said even on the Bimini Road to Atlantis, I didn't see it.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because I knew you had some, some background with that, trying to find Atlantis, and if there were such a thing, I mean, there would probably be some connection to Atlantis. If these
we
UFOs.
finally found it, but it was in New Providence.
Yeah.
In Nassau.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was the road to Atlantis. They found these rocks. It could be a UFO runway. We don't know. I mean, but maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
100 knots underwater. Well, I tell you what. I don't want to get in front of it.
Well, I'm hip.
Well,
I mean,
they got scuba jets on.
That could be a little bit of that. But I tell you what, if you're diving, maybe that's why we haven't come across any divers that have encountered this, because they basically were just, disintegrated instantly when the UFO just kind of plowed right into them, right?
They were abducted.
I've had some incidents with bull sharks that I could have appeared to be a UFO going 100 knots.
Yeah. Well, they
get out of the water, but that's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. The Navy's reporting these, and it's showing up on the mainstream media, so it's just something divers need to be on the lookout for.
I wonder if a whale would eat one.
Well,
that would be a big tsunami.
Would they be UFOs or UDOs?
Wait, a
unidentified diving.
Right.
They're not unidentified flying objects. They would be unidentified diving objects.
Well, I that's a good point, but the video that they've had that they shared, like I saw it on Fox yesterday, they were flying and it went right into the ocean and went underwater.
Underwater floating objects.
Well, they could be UP, underwater tsunami.
Okay. I don't even know what that means.
It's his favorite punchline.
It is. He loves that word, doesn't he?
He does.
Tsunami.
We need to get him a T-shirt.
Oh, golly.
So, I went to Fort Lauderdale and saw Punami.
Yeah. But, all right. Well, Neil, I guess, being that with someone your experience and been around for so many years, I don't know. I don't know what to think. Maybe the UFOs aren't really there, because I would have thought the dive god would know. But it's even beyond your scope of knowledge.
I wouldn't discount it. I kind of believe that UFO stuff. I just never heard of them being underwater.
Okay. Well, like I said, they're diving now, so we'll have to wait and see.
They're taking all our lobster.
Maybe for you, but I have no problem getting my lobster as a lobster slayer or bug boy for that matter.
Uh-oh, we see a beautiful mermaid.
Yes, we have Mermaid Kristen, one of the top mermaids, top 25 mermaids in the entire country. But regardless, all right, well, Neil, things are good in Bimini, right?
Yeah, man, everything's fantastic. But, now that all these restrictions are being lifted, we're starting to jam, and number one son is back over at Tiger Beach doing another Shark Week show. I think this is his 4th or 5th.
Wow.
Half a Shark Week's going to be in the Bahamas, which is wonderful.
Well, there you go. I'm looking forward to seeing that. We can't really talk about it, but
great.
I'll tell you what, I've heard some rumblings, and it's going to be special. It's definitely going to be special. So as soon as we can share those details, we will. But, Neil, always a pleasure. Thanks for the update, or, I don't know, just the confirmation that, we're dealing with something we don't know, but we just got to be on the lookout for. But I'll let you get back to your Saturday afternoon. And
a happy birthday, my friend. Have a rum on the Dive God.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, I might be down there in South Florida, there at Gomez Hilton or the Watson Weston, and celebrating
You
know,
better be there Wednesday.
celebratory thing may just kind of continue through the week or through the month for that matter. Who knows? So we will see. All right. Well, as Barry so pointedly pointed out just a minute ago, Mermaid Kristen is with us. She is are you on a mermaid shoot or something? A model shoot? Is that where you are, Kristen, or what? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm out on a photo shoot right now. It's more like beachy. I brought my tail with me and so did my friend, but.
All right, so they're beaching. So we'll find out what they're beaching about next on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Let me tell you about a friend I know. He's got the world's first scuba diving radio show. So now everywhere I am and everywhere I go, the first thing that I tune to is Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Greg, Dive Master CJ in the studio, and then we have the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, a bunch of guys, and Hot Mermaid, Kristen. And did she have her friend with her? Is that I can't tell who is who on the video.
That's Sarah,
YouTube.
Greg. That's Sarah.
Okay,
Let them talk.
All right, let them talk. Yeah. So okay, so we got Kristen, Mermaid Kristen, and her friend Sarah. Sarah's a mermaid too, Kristen, I assume, or what?
Yes, she's actually my runner-up.
She's your runner-up. So wait a minute. How so? What do you mean runner-up? You're one of the top 25 mermaids in the country, and she's 26.
Well, everybody has a backup.
Yeah, she's my for Miss Mermaid Virginia. She got like runner-up for that.
Okay, all right. So she's like your stand-in. So if you become ill, or you just happen to be, take a fall, when she takes a steel
Hey,
pipe
Sarah,
to your knees, and yeah,
Shank her.
Yeah, don't give her any ideas.
Easy, Tanya
Shank her.
Harding.
Yeah, I mean, Kristen's hardcore though. She can defend herself. She
Take her
knows.
leg out.
All right. Anyway, they don't have legs. They're mermaids. They have
Sweep the tail.
So you're on you're doing some kind of model shoot today in preparation for this, or is it connected to the mermaid competition, or what, Kristen?
It's just a fun thing that Sarah organized. She does a lot of stuff like this around the area that we live in.
Right. Which is where? So you're where exactly? You're at the beach, it looks like, from what I can see.
Yeah, we're at Fairview Beach, which is in King George. It's actually I'll turn my camera around. Hold on.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
how?
Yeah,
So
we
it's
can see.
actually it's fuzzy. I don't know. There you go. It's actually the Potomac River.
Oh,
wow.
Cool.
Okay.
It's nice
Yeah.
and flat too.
Get a tetanus
Yeah, it's very flat today. It's very nice.
Yeah. Okay. And are you donning mermaid tails, or are you just being yourself? Or
Right
what?
now, we're just doing like beach things.
Beach.
We brought tails, but we're more focusing on just like fun beach stuff.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
what they do. These mermaids frolic on the beach. People take pictures. It's a thing. It's a thing. Hey, more coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
I would like to extend to you an invitation to the party.
We're gonna have some fun without a doubt. Scuba party. Now don't stay behind. Don't get left out. At the party. Scuba party. Now the scuba party is here and it's here to stay. At the party. Scuba party. If you want some fun, it's the only way. At the party. Scuba party. We're gonna dive in and swim all about, move around just like the truck. Now at the party, a big party.
Yeah, that's the soundtrack for Kristen and Sarah on the beach. They're having a scuba party, filming it, taking pictures, getting ready to be mermaids, and crown Miss Mermaid USA. That's the ultimate goal. Just this week, Kristen was named one of the top 25 mermaids in the entire country. So hats off to her for that. And I got to say, Kristen, as a mermaid, you kind of have a connection to the sea. You were drawn to the ocean, and, that's part of the whole mermaid thing. Earlier, I don't know if you heard this, but we've been talking about these UFOs that have been sighted that are going underwater. And we could be visited by aliens underwater.
Potomac, so she can see anything underwater over there.
The aliens traverse all waterways, Jerry. Not
Yeah,
just
but
the
the
ocean, but the
Potomac-
lakes and everywhere.
But all that area is government, buddy.
I know.
You
That's
can
where the
see all
aliens are
kinds of
going.
stuff.
They're checking out military bases. They might be checking out mermaids for all I know. And that's
They
why I
might
bring it
have
up.
government contracts.
Okay.
Well,
But Kristen, have you ever had any kind of UFO encounter at being a mermaid? That's kind of like an alien life form kind of thing or whatever,
I've never had anything like that. I've seen like alien looking fish.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
well, you're no fun. Give it back to Sarah.
I mean, if you were doing your mermaid thing there in the water right now, and an alien spaceship came up next to you to check you out, I mean, how would you react?
Sorry.
She's
I don't
thinking.
know. I'd probably just stare at it and just kind of be a little awestruck, to be honest.
Yeah, it wouldn't scare you though. Is my point. Would you be afraid, or would you go, okay, hey, talk to me?
She'd probably say,
I
"Hey,
don't know if I
Barry."
would talk to them.
You wouldn't talk to them. You wouldn't. I mean, I'm just thinking that they might be more,
She'd say,
open.
"Later, nerd."
Probably.
I'd probably be like, I'm in the middle of something. Can you guys go somewhere else?
Yeah. Hello. I'm working here.
She's probably used to blowing off dorks.
Speaking of that, how do we vote for you, Kristen? How do you
Yeah.
get vote?
Yeah. How can
It's,
can we do this?
No, it's not vote based.
Ah.
It's competition. So it's when you get to Mermagic Con, there's certain levels of the competition we all have to compete in.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes from there, really, based on like judges from there, sort of like a normal pageant.
Okay. So yeah, it's a mermaid pageant. What do you call it? Mermaid Con? What?
Magic.
Mermagic Con.
Mermagic Con. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the name of the event. When is it? When is this pageant going to take place?
It's the first weekend of August.
Okay, so it'll be
Is
after.
that what I'm supposed to come
Bugface.
to?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Really? Oh, he is. Yeah.
Yes.
And why is he
Somebody's
coming
gotta
there?
go represent Scuba Radio, Greg. Come on.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, he's gonna give a creeper seminar.
No.
On how to
The
be
Mervert
a
seminar.
yeah, Mervert. A Mervert seminar.
Well, you know.
Here we have one in captivity.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah,
what
but-
kind of competition elements will there be as part of this pageant, Kristen?
There's like a distance swim, breath hold. There's normal pageantry stuff. I think there's like a swimwear one. I'm not exactly sure. I've never really paid that close attention to it.
Right. But now that you're part of it, you got to pay attention, I guess. I got you.
Yeah.
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 Can you
Need to learn
demonstrate
to
the
hold her
breath
breath.
hold?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
Yeah. She's got to work on it.
Can
Yeah.
you demonstrate the bathing suit?
No.
No, yeah, that's we already went over the Mervert part, so let's just kind of let that lie for a while. But Kristen, yeah, I mean, congratulations. I mean, you're pretty excited about this, in all honesty, though, right? It's kind of a thing.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Now, if you get crowned Miss USA, which, by the way, it happens in Virginia, your hometown, so you're going to be the hometown girl going for this title, right?
Yes. Actually, all the girls in the DMV area, so DC, Maryland, Virginia area, made top 25.
Wow. Okay, so
So-
it's a mermaid hotspot in the country, evidently.
Yeah.
So is, what it was something in the water, or what do you think? What is it?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
it
all
must
kinds of
be.
stuff in the water up there, Greg.
That's true. Actually, that's very true.
Yeah.
I don't know. It must be like the woman who organized for Magic Con, Morgana. She actually is Miss Mermaid DC,
Yeah.
and she got top 25. So she's got to go between organizing her Magic Con and then competing. So it'll be
Okay.
interesting.
All right. So the pageant involves getting all the 25 mermaids together, putting them in a pen, and the one that comes out alive is crowned the winner.
Yeah, basically.
Would you like eat all the other ones, or is it it's a swim to the death?
Not
Nothing.
a cannibalism thing.
Okay. All right. Well, it should be, because that would be gold. That'd be,
Packing an axe.
that'd be must see TV. Tell you. Exactly.
Own axe, can't she?
That's going to be your talent. Okay. Well, and that's where Jerry comes in too. Like, okay,
I'll be there.
here's
to
your
support
Mervert.
her.
Here's how we take one out.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll be there to support her, Greg. Come on.
Jerry's the catcher.
She's gonna get me on the judging panel.
Okay. I'll
That
believe
way
that.
I can vote for her.
Yeah. You're aiming for a restraining order, is what it sounds like to me. But
Well,
regardless.
I've done got a restraining order in DC. So
Okay. But if you,
Lawsuit is not an invite.
I have a feeling Kristen's going to pull this out. She's going to win this. And what happens if
I
you
hope
get
so.
what happens if you get crowned Miss Mermaid USA? Will you talk to us ever again?
no.
Of course.
Yeah, not.
She'll
You go
say,
on to
"Suck it,
Miss
loser."
Mermaid International.
Oh. Miss Mermaid International, and then it's Miss Mermaid Universe, and that's when the UFOs and the aliens get involved.
I guess so. That would make sense.
See,
Miss Mermaid Moon.
Excuse me.
Miss Mermaid Earth.
Miss Mermaid Uranus.
What? I don't think that's accurate.
I mean, pick a planet.
Well, I mean, no, universe. That would be the entire universe.
Okay.
All of those planets would be included, and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be the things. But it's one step at a time, or one tail kick at a time, I guess. Yeah. I mean, what are you doing in preparation? Anything? You're going to do some more diving, you hope? In the meantime, will that help?
She's doing her breath hold.
Working on a lot of stuff because I got a little bit set back from my accident and stuff. So working on getting back to being in shape to swim again.
Yeah.
And getting my breath hold back up to what it was.
Right. And you are going to make an appearance at Bugfest. That's the plan, right? You're on.
Yes, I will be at Bugfest.
She will be there for your photo picture taking pleasure. And answer all your questions.
That's not for you, Barry.
All your questions about being a mermaid.
I haven't said a word.
How to avoid merverts, like Barry and Cherry.
No, I haven't
Yeah.
said a word there, old man.
What? I'm just saying,
Oh.
both of you will be there on site.
Well, I think the
Prevagen.
commercial.
That's
I
what
think
you
the-
need.
Barry's
Prevagen.
behaved himself.
Has he?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
he wasn't
beat
leering too
Casey
bad.
up
Are you
all
sure?
day.
Wrong.
I don't know.
I think it was
He's beat
Casey and
up
Jerry.
all day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I look, I was just pointing out a fact. You know, commercials are truthful.
Okay.
Loser.
Yeah, sure.
What is he talking about?
I don't know.
I don't either.
The
all right.
commercial.
Can I change the subject just a little?
No, you can't.
Please,
it's not
God,
your show,
please.
Barry. What the hell's
Did,
wrong with
did you see I sent you an article
He's going to do it anyway, isn't he?
about the whale sharks out in the Gulf.
Yes, I got your text. Yeah.
Okay.
Barry sent me a text of a video of whale sharks. And
they had a tsunami.
Yeah, where
They
was
were not
that?
far from Casey.
Yeah, well,
They were
was that? That was in the Gulf of Mexico?
Yeah, across from Anna Maria Island.
Well, what's that got to do with Mermaid USA?
Nothing. They were beautiful. It's just a great video of whale sharks out there.
Yeah,
I
Kristen
actually gotta
didn't.
get going, guys.
Okay, get going. Yeah, I don't blame
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm like in the middle of the shoot, and I like paused with the photographer I was working with.
Yes.
Do your thing.
Well, you got it. Thanks, Kristen. Take care. All right, so
I'll
there
talk to
you
you
go.
guys next week. I promise I'll be on the whole time.
Yeah, you got it. No problem.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Good luck.
And happy birthday.
See ya.
guys.
Ah,
right,
thank you.
bye.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, she didn't see whale sharks, but she
Look
saw
who's calling, Greg.
a
Pup
middle-aged
Morris.
guy in a Speedo there at the beach.
Please, God, no.
Yeah, no, she saw that. And that was comparable to the whale shark sighting that Barry sent me the video of. So, it leaves a scar either way. You think?
I checked out about 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll bring you back in with this dive operation in North Carolina that takes divers out to find shark teeth, like Dr. Doug Ebersol. We'll talk with him next. Stay close.
Would you like to talk diving? Greg the Dive Master's all toweled down and ready to take your call now. Call Scuba Radio at 1-888-88-SCUBA.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving, flying, and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving, flying, and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why I wanted to tell you about Nanook Professional Protective Cases. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook cases generally cost less than similar products currently on the market. From an iPhone to a full set of dive gear, whatever you need to shield from the elements, Nanook Professional Protective Cases has the size, shape, and color for you. Go to nanook.com. That's NANUK.com for Nanook Professional Protective Cases. The evolution of protection.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new ScubaRadio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 ScubaRadio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New ScubaRadio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today. Or stay a loser.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You are now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Big news! You're all invited to my party.
Put another candle on my birthday cake. We're gonna bake a birthday cake. Put another candle on my birthday cake. I'm another year old today.
I'm gonna have a party with my birthday cake. Come on and take some birthday cake. Put another candle on my birthday cake. I'm another year old today.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Yes, it is my birthday tomorrow, actually. So we've started the celebration, well, or probably about 5 hours ago at least, if not sooner, because everybody's pretty much loaded from what I can tell. At least that's the excuse I'm going to use.
Out of beer, Greg.
All right, well, whatever it takes, whatever you got to do. Just go and start drinking your own urine, and you'll be fine, Jer.
No.
What? You got to survive.
No, I'd sooner die.
You can only do that if you drink it out of a skinned rattlesnake.
You got to stay hydrated, and that's it. That's what you do in a pinch if you're out of libations. I've saw it on Survivor Man, or Bear Grylls or whatever. Bear Grylls, whatever his name is.
Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls?
Right.
Mel Tillis?
No, Bear Grylls. He's the guy. No, he grills steaks, and then he survives by eating people and grilling them.
Greg.
Anyway,
I don't think he eats people.
Yeah, no, that's. I think that's how they survive.
One word, Greg. Prevagen.
Wow, it rings. It's as funny as it was the first time.
You can mute him anytime, Greg. We'd all vote.
I think he's got to mute all or one of you. There's only one channel. With
It's
the whole
all or
damn thing
nothing
on it.
It's all or nothing.
Barry has went from Britannica to the news guy, and now he is the doctor.
Okay.
Where'd you get Britannica from?
What, you know it all?
No, I don't know it all.
No,
I only read one volume out of the Britannica. The rest of them I never read.
What'd you get? A?
No.
I'm telling you what, Barry and Jerry.
You one of them good students.
They really ought to move in together and live together and film
I'd
it.
shoot myself. Greg.
That would be a new level of misery for each, I think.
Oh, but it'd be fun to watch.
Oh, it'd be funny as hell.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I'd shoot myself.
That's what we need to do is make that a reality show.
Ratings bonanza.
We'll get a house, rig it up
what.
with cameras, and throw them in there.
Yeah.
Look, no matter
Radio
what.
Big Brother.
Look, I love Barry. I think the world.
I bet you love him.
Oh,
You're
shut
lying.
up. No, wait. Now let me. Everybody thinks of
Yeah, it's taking a very, very bad turn. I think
do not hate Barry.
So, what are you doing for your birthday tomorrow?
I am celebrating actually now, starting now, and I will drink myself into oblivion because I'm not diving. And
I think you should tell us all where you are so all the Scuba Radio could come join you.
No.
So,
No
can
way.
we call you around 6 a.m. tomorrow and wake you up?
You can call me anytime you like. And, I got your number, Barry. So, you know what happens. Yeah, you know what happens when you call. Right to voicemail.
Voicemail.
Wrong.
So, hey, Greg.
Oh, golly. Hey, we were going to have the guys on from the Dive Operation North Carolina. We're going to bump that back a week because they're literally just now coming back in from finding their shark teeth for the day. And he has to navigate. He needs to get his divers back to the dock safely as opposed to talk to us. So I can't blame him. But we're going to try to get them back on next week. So there you go.
That's good news. They'll be next week.
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Vinny's tickled with that.
He's tickled. Well, he wants to do. You like this idea, right, Vinny?
Do
you want to go find shark teeth like that, megalodon shark teeth?
Like to? Wouldn't we all?
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
I would.
Well, I've done it. I did it.
I did it. He did everything.
No, actually, Casey and I did it together. Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you get married?
Yeah. No,
I find megalodon teeth.
What do you mean we didn't find? Yeah, we did.
We want to try it too.
Hold on. Wait. Casey, I got the megalodon teeth here in the studio. We found a few. They weren't the big monster ones.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking megalodon teeth, like 10,
the 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, we didn't find
Yeah.
any of those, but I found one that was about, pushing 2, maybe an inch and a half. So it was like
Shark teeth, ladies and gentlemen.
Wrong.
Shark teeth.
Wrong.
It's so wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
No, you're talking about shark teeth.
Right,
Yeah,
but
so why you say
they
I'm
were
wrong?
megalodon. It was a baby megalodon shark tooth. It
Still
been
shark,
petrified.
so don't call me wrong.
Baby megalo shark.
Ooh, baby.
Greg, I want to know, Greg. Did
Okay.
you use your Moray light?
Excuse me?
Did you use your Moray light for that?
No, this was like 10 years ago.
This segment was brought to you by
Moray light.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that, Jerry.
No, Greg. Look, Trevor up to Moray Lights is going to help me with some lighting techniques with my underwater photography.
Okay.
I got me a new
This
GoPro.
could be a
now.
whole nother segment.
Am I in an
shut up,
infomercial?
Casey.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
I don't know what's
No,
going
no,
on
no.
here. I don't understand.
No, look.
I mean, they're great
You ever
dive
set
lights.
your
Yeah,
car
but-
wax on fire?
Moray Lights. You got to go check them out. Get their
Okay.
strobe. Get their
Right.
get everything they got.
Okay.
Their combo kit. But no, Trevor is actually. I'm working with Trevor right now to try to help me get some lighting for my new GoPro.
God
All
knows
right.
you need help.
He needs
true.
lights right now. I mean, look at his eyes. You got to open your eyes to see, Jerry. You got to open them.
Damn it.
Well, that weed whacker haircut goes well with it.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
That'll do
go
it for
check
this
out
week.
Moray
Just
Lights.
quiet. Okay, that's enough. Jeez. It's my birthday. My head hurts.
Show's ending, guys.
Yeah. All right. Look, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week. Maybe. Till then, remember, whether it's... it's always better. Where, gang? Where?
Downward sweater.
Downward sweater. That's right. Take time with everyone.
Rise there, you want to be there on Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, you know what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.